So you have to practice self-control. Everybody say it. Practice self-control.
Practice self-control.
I have self-control.
I have self-control.
That's right.
What was the Proverbs?
The Proverbs was 25:28. All right, so 1 Peter 4:7, the end of all things is at hand. Therefore, be self-controlled and sober-minded for the sake of your prayers. Right? This is talking about so your mind's clear so you can pray, so you can be alert and actually realize what's going on around you and make clear, sharp decisions. Right? Self-control. And if your hand causes you to sin, cut it off. For it is better for you to enter life crippled than with two hands to go to hell, to the unquenchable fire. And if your foot causes you to sin, cut it off. That's some self-discipline right there. Oh, you eat that cake again, I'm cutting my hand off. No more cake, no more cake, no more cake. Yeah, you quit, you leave early, hey, you quit work early and go home, I'm cutting my foot off. Yeah, I bet you go back to work next day. That's some serious self-discipline though. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful and he will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, he will also provide a way of escape that you will be able to endure it. That's when you make a plan, right? And you're being tempted to break the plan. But then right when you're about to mess up, you know you have a choice to go the opposite direction. If you really think about it, there's always that moment where you think, I shouldn't do it. But then it's up to you. Without self-control, guess what? You do it. So you got to practice self-control. You got to listen to that Holy Spirit voice that speaks to you and tells you, hey, you know you're not supposed to be doing that. Hey, you know you made a commitment to do better than that. Hey, you know you're supposed to be working late and paying your bills this week. Hey, you know you're supposed to be getting out there early. Don't be sleeping in. You know what I'm talking about. The righteous voice does speak in our minds. We just try not to hear it. We just try to follow the other voice. Have self-control. It's your choice. Listen to this. Set a guard, O Lord, over my mouth. Keep watch over the door of my lips. Do not let my heart incline to any evil, to busy myself with wicked deeds in company with men who work iniquity. And let me not eat of their delicacies. Let a righteous man strike me. It is a kindness. This is talking about correction. Let a righteous man strike me. It is a kindness. Let him rebuke me. It is an oil for my head. Let my head not refuse it. My prayer is continuously against their evil deeds. This is talking about correction, right? If you receive righteous correction, when you hear me stand up here and say something that's talking to you, don't be resentful towards it. Receive it and do something in a positive way about it. That's your choice. If you think to yourself, dang, he really talking to me with that one. Well, what are you just going to agree with it or actually do something about it? Think about it, man, he's really talking to me. I got to get active on what he was just talking about. I got to really start doing that right thing I need to be doing. I need to really stop doing that negative things I shouldn't be doing. Action, right? They say faith without works is dead. It says, James 1:19-20. Know this, my beloved brothers. Let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger, for the anger of a man does not produce the righteousness of God. Right? That's basically talking about self-control over your negative attitude. Right? Think about it. How many people lack in that area? They get prideful and upset about something, have no self-control, and mess up a situation. Think about it. Because lack of self-control. Do you understand if you practice self-control as much as you can, it's going to affect every area of your life? You will be able to control your tongue. You'll be able to control your thoughts. You'll be able to control your behavior. Things that you used to not have self-control with, where you'd be like, yeah, I couldn't help it. I felt crazy at the moment. Well, you could help it if you practice self-control. you wouldn't say that as much. You'd be like, yeah, I felt like doing something, but I held my composure because I got self-control. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's worth it to practice self-control. Everybody say it. It's worth it to practice self-control. It is. It's really worth it. But if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the deeds of the body, you will live. This even reflects to the way, if you practice self-control and you learn to overcome those evil desires and temptations, your life will be better. If you don't, it will be worse. Facts. Because if you continue to just be led by the way you feel about stuff, you'll be ruined. Why? Because the flesh is deceitful and it's always going to lead you feeling like doing something that's against what you should be doing. Think about that. The flesh is always going to make you feel like doing something that's against what you should be doing. And it's what you feel like doing. So without self-control, you're going to perish. You got to practice self-control. Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one receives the prize? So run that you may obtain it. Every athlete exercises self-control in all things. They do it to receive a perishable wreath, but we an imperishable. So I do not run aimlessly. I do not box as one beating the air, but I discipline my body and I keep it under control, lest after preaching to others, I myself should be disqualified. So think about it, all the discipline that goes into sports. Think about that. All the discipline that goes into sports. The coach says, show up at this time, run around the track, pick that up and carry it down the field. All this stuff. And people get right in line and do that stuff. But then they can't have their own self-control in their living room or in their bedroom. Think about that. Think about the times in your life where somebody's told you, stop doing that, grab that, run over there, get down and do this, go over there and do that. And you did it. But yet, when it's time to make yourself do something, what do? You got to be able to have self-control and make yourself do or not do stuff. So practice is the key, you guys. Listen, practice means to get better at. Practice means to get better at. So if you don't start trying it though, then you're not practicing. But if you do at least start trying it, you are practicing. So what can you apply your new practices of self-discipline to? What are you going to do this week that you don't feel like doing? What are you going to not do this week that you do feel like doing? Think about that. What challenges are you gonna face this week by practicing self-discipline? You should have a list in your head at least. Hey, these are the things I'm going to start working on. I know I don't feel like doing that, but I'm going to make myself do it. And I know I feel like doing that, but I'm going to make myself not do it. Practice self-discipline for the next week or two. Really press into it. Really think about it. That you're going to dedicate yourself. And let's say you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and do a physical fitness routine. Remember, when you wake up, you're not going to feel like doing it. Think about it. You got to know it going into it. You can get all excited and make the plan. Yeah, I feel like it. Yeah, I feel like it. I do. Okay, I do. I feel like it. I'm planning it. Okay, now that you planned it, when it's time to do it, you're probably not going to feel like it. So you got to know that going into it. You got to know, hey, I'm not going to feel like doing this, even though I feel like I'm going to feel like it. I'm not going. I know I'm not, but I'm going to still do it. I'm telling you that this is how Headed Straight Up is really going to level up to the next level. When we think about how powerful of a company and group of people we will be when we all have massive self-control. Think about that. What else could make this company any more powerful than for us to be of good virtue with massive self-control? Where we set our minds to something and we just do it. New people will come in and be blown away. They'll be blown away by the aura of this company because they'll be like, man, these people are on it. These people are on it. They'll just see us constantly setting goals and crushing them, saying we're going to do new things and doing them, saying we're going to put down old things and watching us put them down. People will be amazed. And that's how we seriously can influence the next generation of people that come into Headed Straight Up. Because listen, character growth is what's going to impact the future of this company. We are really working on having the right people here at this office. The right people. Listen, you know how we got so big as a company? We got like 5 of the right people. That's how we blew up. We literally blew up by getting just a good foundation of people. I worked a long time just to get a good few people. And once I had a good few people that I could rely on, that's when we blew up. So if you think about the next level for us, right? That's what we did with 5 or 10 people. So if you think about the next level of getting to 1,000 people, what do you think we need? I think we need 30, 40, 50 solid people. And that's how we'll blow up to 1,000. Do you see where I'm coming from? So the fact that we're all still here and we're the right people and some of the wrong people are leaving or falling off or however you want to say it, the ones that are sticking here and really practicing the stuff that we're talking about here, that's the foundation that we need. The people that are paying attention, are really trying to level up, are really setting goals, being consistent, practicing love towards one another, right? Setting goals, crushing them, going out of your way to help other people. That's what we're about. And when we start pouring in people, especially once we figure out what's going on with the ACP, obviously it's going to be smart to wait a little bit for that. But once we figure that out within the next month or two, exactly what's going to happen, we're going to blow up because we're going to bring in tons of new people and all you guys are going to have tons of opportunity. Lots of opportunity to grow your teams and really level up. We've had some people try to grow teams so far, but I'm going to tell you, I believe that the people in this room right now that are going to try to grow teams are going to do it quicker, faster, and better than what the last round did. I really believe that. I really believe the right people are here that are going to actually take it serious. I see the enthusiasm. I see the dedication. I see the consistency. I feel the integrity. It's a different level, you guys. And I feel really good about it. So let's practice self-discipline, you guys. Let's be self-controlled. Let's really practice it. Think about the type of person you'll be when you can literally just be like, I'm going to do this, and you do it. Or I'm not going to do that, and you don't do it. That's the next level you, ain't it? Think about it. Most people can't do that. Most people are led by their feelings. So not to say you can't ever do something you feel like doing. That'd be crazy. That'd be a really crazy life. You could do something, but how about do something you feel like doing about 20% of the time and then handle 80% what you don't feel like doing. That's how you level up. Then when you feel like doing something and you do it, then it's like a gift instead of a way of life. Most people try to do what they feel like doing all the time and their results suck. They don't have anything. It's better to spend 80% of your time doing stuff you don't feel like doing and about 20% of your time enjoying stuff you do feel like doing. I just came up with that, but I think that's really solid. I'm telling you, I just came up with that, but I think that's really solid. We're learning together, 80-20. I think you should spend 80% of your time doing stuff you don't feel like doing and 20% doing stuff you do feel like doing. Then it's a gift. Because if you think about it, most of the world literally thinks all day long, what do I feel like doing right now? And that's what they're guided by. But imagine being the type of person that doesn't think, what do I feel like doing right now? That thinks, what needs to get done right now? What's the next power move? And then you think, yeah, but I don't feel like doing it. And then you tell yourself, yeah, shut up, I don't care. Go do it. Think about that. That's how we're going to annihilate in 2024. Let's go. You guys ready to have a great day?
Yeah.
Let's say yeah real loud. You guys ready to have a great day? Yeah. All right. Everybody on the count of 3, head straight up. 1, 2, 3. All right, you guys have a great one.